Uh-oh, it's now.
It's time. They're not here. Oh,
Everybody's late.
everyone's late.
Hi, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Hi,
All
Andrea.
right, let me figure out how to shut off this music because I can barely hear anybody.
Just right-click on the bot, and you can either mute it or turn it
Yeah.
down.
Muted.
Okay, I figured you'd do that, but
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
hi, Eleni.
Wow, it's too loud. What did I do?
Just it's not. You didn't do anything. Just right-click the bot and turn down the volume until you're good.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, pretty fancy that, huh?
Nice. Right, all right.
Are you good?
Hello, guys. Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Hey.
This is it for now. Kelly's going to be late, and Jeremy is taking a month off. Jeremy will be joining the campaign after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
He just needs a little rest. Don't take it personally. It's not you, it's him. Okay,
I
so
think it's us.
as soon as
Right.
Eleni connects, then we can get started. Never
To be
attribute-
honest-
No. I just meant you can use the lobby and search for me and connect that way. Okay. Before we start monkeying around with Fantasy Grounds, I do want to talk about the game a little bit and make sure we're all on the same page. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is not Traveler. This is not even Cyberpunk Red. This is Vampire the Masquerade. This is not a rated PG or PG-13 game. This is a hard R game. To quote the opening of the original Vampire the Masquerade book that came out back when I was in high school, the very first thing it said in that book is Vampire the Masquerade is a game about sex and murder.
Exciting.
So what does that mean? I'm not going to be overly graphic with the murder and the violence, and I'm certainly not going to be explicit with the murder and the violence. But there
You're
will
going
be
to be about the sex?
there will be murder and
Yes,
violence.
explicit sex. Okay.
Explicit sex.
Absolutely not. Now, I'm not going to be graphic with the sexual content, and I'm certainly not going to be explicit with the sexual content. This is not a porn game, and if that's what you want, you're playing the wrong game. However, these
Especially
things
with the wrong people.
Yeah. I mean,
these things will be in the game. Okay, I just want to make sure everybody understands that and is cool with that.
Yes.
This is not going to be D&D like you're used to, which is kind of PG-13ish. Limits. If anybody has any hard limits, like stuff they absolutely do not want to see, now is the time to say it. And to get us started, I'll go first. Children. I am not going to have any children in this game whatsoever. There will be no children in this game as NPCs or characters. I know it's a trope in vampire movies and stuff to have like the kid who was made a vampire and he looks 10, but he's actually 100 years old and he has the mind of an adult. And it's even in Skyrim. I'm not doing that.
Good.
You're not none of you guys are gonna be feeding on kids. Bad guys aren't gonna be eating kids. There's going to be no kids in this game. This is, in a way, this is going to be like a porn that it comes with a warning at the front or a disclaimer at the front. Every character depicted in this game is 18 years old or older. There's going to be absolutely no kids. There's going to be one minor exception to that, which will be one of the vampires may perhaps have delusions and hallucinations which might manifest as seeing a child. But that's not an actual child. That's all in the character's head. That I will do, but that's it. That's the extent of children that's going to be in this game. Do you guys have any off-limits stuff? If you do, say it now.
I'm not super comfortable with the rape and overall, explicit rape and stuff. Otherwise, yeah.
That's easy.
It can be alluded to, but, I don't like it.
Okay. What about metaphorically? Because the reason I ask is that someone who's made a vampire against their will, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah,
You-
as
you
long
know
as
what I
we
mean?
don't, dwell on it.
Yeah, okay. Kyle?
No, the only thing I was going to say would have been about children, so you already covered that
Okay.
one for me.
And Andrea?
Oh, I'm good. I would go along with Leany about the whole non-consensual sexual rape aspect of it not being
Sure.
included.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
as far as the forcible turning, yeah, that's kind of goes without saying that
Yeah.
most will be not consensual as far as that goes.
Cool.
And actually, a lot of our powers
They don't make a lot of movies about. Oh, yes, please make me a vampire, please.
I mean, yeah, to that, I think you were about to say this, Alini, but a lot of vampire powers are about
manipulation and basically
manipulation, right, and taking blood without asking, which is, it has a parallel to that. So, I mean, as long as you're okay with it. Otherwise, we're going to have to find a different game to play.
Yeah, we're vampires.
Okay.
We are vampires.
Okay. All right. Now that we have that. Oh, and one other thing, just to give some context. A game like D&D is mechanics first, it's very mechanic heavy, role play second, and story third. Story is almost like a secondary. You can play D&D without a story, right?
Sure, right.
That's not, this game has the same three priorities, but they are completely reoriented. In this game, role play is the number one priority. Story is the second priority, and mechanics is a distant third. Okay, just so we understand the thing. This is not a mechanically heavy game. This is not going to be like combat in this game. It's not going to be like strategic and things like that. So you'll kind of get what we mean once we actually start playing. So let's set up your fantasy grounds right now. The first thing I want you guys to do is go to tools in the upper right hand corner and click the dice button, the thing that looks like a D20. Once the window pops up, first of all, you can change the colors of your dice. You know the drill here. But the important thing is under desktop dice, uncheck everything except the D10, because D10s are the only dice we'll be using. So all you need is a D10.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I didn't know we could do that.
I didn't either. So.
And I usually click stuff. Oh, that is a cool dice.
Like
What is that dice?
Shen got it first, and I had to get it too.
I'll buy it.
It's
later
the blood
too.
dice, yeah.
Okay,
Very
is
cool.
everybody done there?
Yes.
Okay, right under tool, go to library and go to modules and click the activation button. And then you need to activate two things. You need to activate Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire Player's Guide.
Under tool and then which one?
Modules. Under library,
Library.
and then modules.
Oh, under library.
Yeah. I said Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire Player's Guide.
And unload the other two.
I don't know what other two you have loaded, but
Masquerade I just automatically loaded all four of them when I logged in.
oh no, you don't. I don't know what else you have, but oh, you have Masquerade Companion, yeah.
And generic token swapper critically awesome essentials.
Yeah, you
Don't know where
can,
that
you
came
can
from.
uncheck that. All right, once you have those checked, you can close out of these. And then go down to characters, which is under player, and click the characters button, and the window should come up. And I see Dread beat me to it. Dread, you naughty boy.
Yeah, I accidentally did that earlier.
Yeah, accidentally, huh?
Yes.
And then once the character selection window is open, just press the little plus sign, and it'll
Which one?
open.
There's three.
There's
No, there's one plus sign.
No,
No.
there's three.
There's I don't have three. I have an up arrow, a plus sign, and a slash.
Nope. I have 3 too.
Import
3
character,
pluses. Vampire.
werewolf,
Yeah.
hunter, and vampire.
Oh, interesting. Just click the vampire one.
We are not going to be hunted, right?
Hold on.
You're hunted? You might be hunted.
Not haunted.
I don't know what's going on here, man.
What do you mean?
So I can't open it up. How the hell do I open this back up?
Go back to characters.
Yep.
And then click yours. It should be the only
Yep.
thing in there. Just double click it.
Where do we select this vampire thing at?
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
I'm
You're
good.
fine. You don't need to.
Good.
You're fine. If you know what you want your vampire to be named, you can fill that in right now, or you can think of it later. Either way is fine. One thing you want to do, guys, is at the very top next to the little red X. Don't press the red X, but next to the little red X is a padlock. Click the padlock. It'll make your life a lot easier if that is unchecked.
Oh, it opened up the stuff.
Yeah, it opened up the stuff is right. So,
A for open stuff.
okay. I see James Miller, I see Victoria Delacroix, and I see Naomi.
Yes.
Does Naomi have a last name?
Not yet. Depends on the clan.
Okay. Clans. Let's talk about clans. So, what is your first choice, Dread?
Bruja.
Bruja. What is
Ooh.
your first choice? I think you, Alini, and Andrea have the same first and second choices.
Yes.
You guys need to decide right now who's playing what.
What do you want,
Oh.
Andrea?
So here's the thing. Premier are basically nerds who like magic. Toreador are, I mean, they love art, but they're also the sexy vampires. So if you want to play the face and have all the social skills and be out like seducing people and stuff, play the Toreador because that is kind of what they're about.
I sketched like 2 ideas. Like there are like only 2 lines long. Can I read and get your guys like inputs? Whatever you think it's going to be more fun. First, for the Tremere. Before I was turned, I was a medium. I was fixated with blood. I used my affinity and social skills to swindle and deceive people for their money. I used to ask for a drop of people's blood to read their fate, but now sometimes I ask for something more. For the Toreador, I am a digital influencer that talks about true crime and does makeup at the same time. In real life, I'm a makeup artist that specializes in prosthetics and beauty couture work. I also fancy myself as an internet sleuth that caught the attention of my sire.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
I like the second one.
I really like the second one too. As I
That
was like,
That was
right,
the Toreador,
yeah.
which actually works out well for me, speaking, selfishly, because my 2 primary ones are both from the Tremere side of things. One being a vampire historian, and the other being a security consultant. And somehow I don't think I would have a problem playing a history major.
Well. So I'm gonna warn you right now, Andrea. If you're a vampire historian, everything you know is wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. One thing I want you guys to maybe consider, and this is something you do after we're done with character creation, which takes a while. If someone in the group, and I don't, this is not a requirement, but it would be great. Oh, hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly!
Hey, Kelly.
You lied. You said you were going to be an hour late.
We cannot hear you.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Apparently we've got music coming in over that one.
Oh,
Yes.
you can select the music bot and right click,
Yep,
and
I
there'll
got
be
it.
a volume button, and you can just turn it down.
Just did that before I answered you guys.
Excellent. Okay.
It was literally like I opened a door and I'm
Yeah.
getting blasted with somebody's, early 90s, I feel like shooting myself music. And there's a bunch of people just sitting around chatting and I can barely hear them.
We're in a club.
Well, let's pull the brakes, guys, and wait for Kelly to connect.
Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
right,
way-
sorry.
That way we can all do it at the same time. It'll be much easier.
Understood.
So I think what we have is Bruja for Kyle, Tremere for Andrea, Toreador for Alini. Is that right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Yes.
about
All right. I didn't. You keep going ahead. I'm gonna make a note. So punish Kyle.
Okay, by the way, just if you guys hear me start twitching or freaking out when you say Dred's real name,
Right.
well, no, I had to kick out the roommate that I had been taking care of for the last 6 months.
Oh, no. And his name was Kyle.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like every time I hear that neighbor, I'm like, oh God, where are they?
Just because I've not, maybe it's here.
Just search for Johnny Gadfly.
Okay, search Johnny Gladfly. Gotcha.
They, much against my wishes, decide to let their father, who is anti-transgender, has a history of domestic violence, and own a gun, know where we were living, and then brought
Oh.
them here, dropped them off.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
a good idea.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So needless to say, after they lied to me about bringing them here, I told them, well, guess what? You can just pack up your things and have them take you right back home.
He said,
Yeah,
no
good.
kidding.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
dangerous.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Acquiring
Ah.
file list.
Muppet just connected.
Yay!
Excellent.
I apparently have issues with writing the word Johnny. Don't know why. It took me 3 tries.
I mean, well,
Well, it's because part of it is he got the H out of there.
We'll just add that to the list, Kelly, shall we?
Andrea, I'm going to bitch slap you at some point in time.
Wow, we're getting real up in here.
It'll be online. You won't notice when it happens. Now nobody's gonna notice. I mean, why? Why would you notice? I got the spinning die.
All right, I see you're connected. Are you connected fully?
It's still spinning. All right, there we are. I'm in character selection thingy.
Now, first thing I need you to do, Kelly, is under tools in the upper right-hand corner, select the dice window. It looks like a D20. When the window pops open, first of all, you can select your dice color, but the main thing is uncheck all of the dice except for the D10s.
You know, I never noticed you could do that.
That's what everybody said.
That's what we all said.
Okay, once let me know when that's done.
Done.
Okay, now go down to right under that under library, select modules, and then click activation and activate Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire Player's Guide.
So I shouldn't be touching the companion, huh?
No, you don't need the companion.
Okay. I will be virtually alone forever.
Touch the
Yeah, you're a
companion, you have to
vampire.
pay
That's the game.
All right, they are supposedly loaded.
All right, good. Now, right under that, under player, select the characters window, and you might see one plus sign. You might see three.
I see 3.
Okay, find the plus sign that says create vampire/ghoul
Okay.
and press the button. Excellent.
I haven't pressed a button.
And then you should have a character sheet.
It is a sheet of character.
We don't need commentary.
Sorry.
On your character sheet in the upper right, there's a little padlock. Click that so that it's unlocked. So that way you can actually edit this. I don't know why they have a lock on here, but it's really annoying. Okay, those of you who have not done this, if you click where it says clan, there's a little window right under the word clan. If you click in that window, it'll open up a pop-up window and you can select your clan. Excellent. Now, all of you under generations, click in that window and just type 1-3. Perfect. Now we're going to select your predator. Predator types, this may take you a few minutes. Predator types are how you feed. How do you get the blood that sustains you? If you click the window, the predator window, it will open up all the different predator types. And if you click the dot on the right next to each type, it'll give you a description of each one.
Definitely see how this is going to take a while.
Yep. If you have an idea of how your character feeds already, you can tell me and we'll see if we can find something to match. And I can also give you a short synopsis of each one if you guys don't want to read through them all.
Question. I see they have like skills related to it.
Yeah.
So how those work? How would they like? How do they work?
What do you mean? How do they work?
It is going to be the related skill. I have to use the skill for me to feed. Is that it? Or...
I mean, yeah. You sometimes if we're doing it on camera, a lot of the time your feeding will be off camera. Is that your choice, James Miller?
Yes, it is.
That's what you want?
Yep.
Ooh, that's rough. That is rough. Okay, so which special did you read the stuff you gained for?
Yep, the strength and brawl.
Okay, so do you want what do you want? Do you want grappling or do you want stick ups?
Grappling.
Okay. I'm gonna add it for you, okay?
Yeah, that's fine, because I would not have a clue where to do it.
Yeah. You get which do you want? Celerity, which is super speed, or potence, which is super strength?
Potence.
Potence? Okay, that's under actions. And we will just go ahead and add Oh, for heaven's sake. I'll close that. This thing is a little bit buggy sometimes. You said potence, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is this? Hold on. Okay, good. You also gain one. You lose. Okay, so you're starting off auspiciously.
Yes.
You have already lost a point of humanity. That's great.
Good.
And you gain three dots of criminal contacts. Oh, yeah, and you already selected beautiful? How did you get that?
I did not do that. I have not selected anything. I haven't even touched my screen. I'm in a web
Weird.
browser.
That's really strange. You had beautiful on your character sheet for
Nope,
some reason.
I did not.
If you want to be
select it.
if you want to be beautiful, that's cool. But
No, I don't think that is like a choice I would pick. But you know,
where are contact? Is that background or is it? It might be in background.
I should have read more about this, but I think I'll choose the
There we go.
obvious choice.
There we go. Okay. All right. You're all set there, Dread, with
Cool.
your feeding style. I'm gonna forgive me. I need to ignore you for a few minutes. To
You're
help
fine.
other
Go ahead,
people.
man.
Okay. Alini, you chose the obvious,
Yes.
which is great. It's very on brand.
Yes.
Which do you want? Do you want persuasion or subterfuge? You'll mostly, like it says in the description, you'll mostly be using subterfuge to feed.
What is the difference? Can you?
The difference is contextual, right?
Mm.
If you're trying to get someone into bed who obviously finds you attractive and wants to sleep with you, then you would use persuasion.
Mhm.
If you're trying to seduce someone who isn't really attracted to you or might be suspicious of you or think you're an enemy or something,
Mhm.
you would use subterfuge.
So I can seduce anyone, regardless of the situation, basically.
You can
Even
try
if they don't
to.
like me. Yeah.
You,
Okay.
you can try
Yeah.
to, sure. Yes.
Yes, subterfuge then.
Subterfuge. Okay. Oh, you need a thing in brawl. There you go. And you need 1 point in subterfuge. Oh wait, no, you don't get the specialty. I mean, not the point. You just get the. Sorry. Okay, 1 dot of fortitude or presence. Fortitude is resilience, right? Toughness.
Mhm.
And presence is being supernaturally beautiful, essentially.
Presence.
You want presence?
Yes. Fortitude is like physical, right? It's
Yes,
physical,
yes.
okay. Not mental.
It is physical, not mental. That is correct. Gain the looks merit, beautiful. And gain the enemy flaw. Uh-oh. I think that's a background, isn't it?
What is spell?
Yeah, that's right. And it's just one. It's a 1 star. Why is that? Oops.
I'll choose spurned
this
lover.
This thing is super buggy. Why is it doing that? Is the window already open somewhere? No. All right. Well, we'll fix that after. You have an enemy as a spurned lover, Alini.
Yes.
It's
Spurned lover.
a very weak enemy, by the way.
Okay.
He can't do too much to you.
Those stars means like the intensity of stuff?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. All right, Victoria, you are a bagger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You're a bagger.
Which is it going to be? Is it streetwise for the black market or
Yep,
lock
black market.
picking? Okay. With these, though, what these specialties are for your skills, by the way, is you get a bonus to that skill when you're doing things that have to do with your specialty. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is that why you chose this?
Yeah. Yep.
I see. You're being that way, are you?
Mhm.
I see.
Me, I wouldn't do that.
You already min-maxing, Andrea?
He's already min-maxing. Unbelievable. Feeding merit iron gullet. That's actually super useful. Iron gullet. You can basically you could drink the blood out of like a fresh corpse, and it wouldn't make you sick. 1 enemy flaw. Excellence. That's actually a background. There we go. Enemies. It's a 2-star. Excellent. All right, that's it for your hunting. Really, extortionist, Kelly?
Yeah?
Interesting.
Should I
Who-
not choose extortionist?
Who? I mean, it's a little dark. Who are you extorting? I have to ask.
Is there someone in particular I'm supposed to pick?
Wow, you just extort people in general?
As is necessary to get the job done.
I see. All right. What do you want? Do you want intimidation or larceny?
That's a really good question. Let's go intimidation.
Intimidation. How do you spell coercion? Dominate or potence? Dominate is mind control. Potence is super strength.
Raise mind control. Potence is super strength. Gotcha. Oh shit, that's a tough one. Tell you what, let's go potence. I'll probably regret that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret that.
Why? Well, I mean, it's not too late to change.
Well, I don't know the game well enough at this moment to remember what's best
Yeah,
for
me
me here.
neither.
So I'm just gonna play this
Well,
out.
if do
and
you
if
want
I
to?
die, I die. I'll build a new character.
Do you want to make a? Do you want to
Yeah.
make a role playing choice, or do you want to min max?
I'm
Min-max,
thinking this is
min-max.
I'm thinking this is a role playing choice.
Okay, then we'll stick with potence.
Okay.
And we can go into your we'll go through the disciplines a little later in character creation, guys, in greater detail. Because you have to choose powers. It's not just you don't with each dot you get basically a power that you can do in each of the things.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm flipping through the book looking for something here. That's the oh wait, no, this isn't the one. Sorry. Where is that summary? Premiere. There we go. That's what okay. So you get 3 dots of either contacts and or resources. Kelly, what do you want, like 3 dots in contacts, 3 dots in resources, or it's spread between the two?
Okay.
Contacts are people who provide information.
Right.
Resources
split
get
this-
you stuff and money.
Let's split this up. 1 in resources and 2 in contacts.
Okay. Oh, that's Naomi. That's not right. Where are you? Okay. What do we want here? Okay. And that will give you. You wanted 2 in contacts and 1 in resources. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. Oh, is that? Do I have to unlock that? Ah, there we go. So 2 in contacts and 1 in resources. Okay. You also get a 2-dot enemy. Everybody's starting with enemies. I'm gonna have to.
Enemies are good.
Who is your enemy here?
A couple quick questions for background information. We're about how old are our characters? Is this character roughly?
Okay, so that's a question I was going to leave for later, but we can dig into that now. Your character is no older than 2 decades old, or as little as, say, a week, right?
Okay.
I was going to ask one of you. This is not a demand. It's not a one of you has to do this. It would just be nice, and it would be good for the game if someone were willing to play a newly created vampire. I mean, like a week before the start of the campaign. The reason I would like someone to do that is because it will allow me to integrate world lore into the game in an organic way that's sort of in kayfabe, if that makes sense, rather than having out of character lore dumps all the time. Sort of like Luke Skywalker at the beginning of Star Wars didn't know anything about anything. And the reason that Luke Skywalker was a farm boy on this planet in the middle of nowhere is so that people could explain the universe of Star Wars to him without it sounding like a dumb lore dump.
Yeah, I can play a newly created vampire.
Okay.
All right. I'll base off the information you gave me then. Let's say I'm about. I'm not very old. Well, we'll put me in the 8 to 10 year range.
Okay.
And the people that it's a small group of people, a family from England with some money. Okay, they've got a lot of money, and I'm sort of on the down low now, just keeping off the radar, you would say, because they'd like to kill me. They would really like to kill me. It was something involving.
Well, this enemy. No. This enemy is specifically tied to the fact that you are extorting people for blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that have to do with England?
Well, they escaped extortion. It just happened to deal with something like,
I'm muted.
their daughter, a goat, and in 1937.
The stream is it's like there's a delay on the stream.
Duesenberg, and
It's like
I think there might have been a 450-foot fall involved with that one too.
yeah.
Amazing how none of the blood went anywhere, because there wasn't any.
I'll just say the police are after you in LA where the damn campaign is set.
You hear me on the stream, not in Discord.
Well, yeah.
They are looking for an
I'm muted
extortionist
in Discord.
who weirdly
Dork.
wants people's money. if you can't think of something tied to
You
the
can
campaign.
still hear me because I'm still talking on stream.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
in
but you were
Discord.
talking about England and a Duesenberg and
Yeah. There's L.A.
So right now they're
She's
talking
old money.
to
She
each
had
other
a fucking
about character
Duesenberg.
creation.
Good
and
God.
I'm talking to you.
It was gorgeous. Yeah, it just sort of went over the
oh,
rail.
so you extorted a rich woman
Because
and
you
now
can
she
hear me
wants
through the
revenge.
stream. Everyone on stream
Uh,
can hear me
I
talking
extorted-
still. They
got
can't
what I
hear me in
needed.
Discord because I'm
Money
muted in Discord.
and blood. That's how I get my blood.
It's like
Sure, yeah.
here.
He was the target.
And you extorted a rich woman and now she wants revenge.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
After killing your daughter.
I think you guys are going to be making new characters soon if you guys play fast and loose with your humanity. What is that? That's a 2-star enemy. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Are
Excellent.
you all choosing cybernetics again? Way too much
They're
cybernetics.
all choosing way too much cybernetics. That's exactly right. All right. Strength plus manipulation. Strength or manipulation plus intimidation. Interesting. All right. Let me just fix. What was your former lover? That's what it was. It was spurned lover. Why? There we go. Oh, what the heck? I made a big mess on your character, Olini. I said I made a big mess on your character. Sorry.
Oh, I can see.
I'm fixing it. I apologize. And it's a 1. I think that was a 1-dot enemy, right?
Yeah, 1 star. 1 dot.
A 1-dot. Okay, a wimpy enemy. Can't really do much to you. Okay, excellent. Now that we all have your predator type done. Also, shoot, I should have thought of this before. That there might be a problem with your predator type, Kelly.
Okay.
In that maybe it does. Maybe you're we'll work with it. We'll work with it. I don't want to go back, and I don't want to cramp your style either. So we'll just leave it for now. You'll understand in a little bit, because I'm framing this campaign in a particular way that's a little bit at odds with your predator type, but not really. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So no. You don't have to apologize. It's fine. Okay. Now you guys will select your attributes, which are physical, social, mental, strength, dexterity, stamina, etc., etc. First thing I need you guys to do is choose your highest attribute, which will be 4. So select one attribute and make it 4.
How can I read more about it? What is
Well-
composure? When would I use composure?
Composure is your ability to remain calm
Mm.
in a stressful situation. That's what composure is.
And what about the difference between charisma and manipulation? When would
Charisma
I
is
use-
your ability to make people like you and listen to you. Manipulation is basically the ability to lie to people, which is different.
Mhm.
A politician or a TV star would have high charisma. A confidence trickster or even like a stage magician would have high manipulation. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.
Sure.
Gotcha. You were saying pick one of them and make it a 4?
Pick one that you want to be really high. I see Andrea's already done it. Thank you, Andrea. Yes. Pick your best at and make it 4. Yeah. If you want to be a good like brawler, like punching and kicking, then you want to have high strength and high stamina. It's right under, see where it says physical? Directly under that, it says strength.
That's weird.
Do you have to extend the window? Pull the window down from the bottom. It doesn't say strength. No, those are your skills. Above that, see where it says Clan Bruja? Okay, all right.
Should we try to spread out
Your abilities, you mean?
for the team? Like, should we share?
That's up to you. I would say no in this case. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. You don't need to have a strategic spread of. This is a role-playing focused game, not a strategic game. So, okay, excellent, Kelly. Thank you. All right. Now choose 3 other attributes to make 3.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Dred. When you're done, you can just say I'm done. Okay.
What was composure again?
Composure is your ability to remain calm under stress.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olini. Thank you, Andrea.
Resolve?
Resolve is your willpower, which is confusing because you also have a stat called willpower,
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord.
but they function differently.
So let me see if I understood correctly. The wits is basically how inventive or like instinctively
Quick thinking.
quick thinking. Okay.
Yep.
It's more
Intelligence is-
instinctual than intelligence, like knowledgeable, like acquired
Sure.
knowledge.
Sure. Are you all set, Kelly?
Last piece is just bouncing me around. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Move quick.
okay.
Move quicker.
It's fine. It's fine. Take your time. All right. This next piece, I'm going to type into the chat because it's a little more complicated with your skill. Because not everybody gets the same number of skills. You have 3 choices, and the different choices have different skill spreads. Does that make sense?
Let's see.
Good question. Do we get any level 2 things?
For your attributes, yes, you do.
Okay.
But we're not going to move on to that until Kelly's done. So
Oh,
Okay.
done. Sorry.
Are you done? Okay. All right, back to attributes. Make 4 attributes for a 2. That will leave you with the last attribute at a 1, which is your worst stat.
3, 2, 1, and 1.
Done.
I said, oh, Dred's leaving. Is Tay talking to you that powerful? She makes you drop chat. I've seen her mad. I know how she gets. So okay. So don't do it. Good. I love you too, Tay. Did you hear me? Oh, okay. I love you, Tay. Tay is Kyle's wife. In case you guys haven't figured that out.
Okay, I was thinking it was a cat.
No.
We have a lot of cats.
I'm not gonna make the comment that just went through my head.
Yeah, you're not. You're not going to. All right, please bear with me for 1 second. Okay, these are the 3 skill packages you get. You have to choose one. All right, Jack of all trades gives you a lot of skills, but you're not super great at anything. Balanced is exactly what it sounds like. Specialist gives you fewer skills, like a smaller skill spread, but you'll be better at the skills that you know. Oh, and Andrea,
Yo.
take occult. That
Yep.
is one skill
figured
you need to take is occult.
Yep.
Okay.
And finance.
Well, no, you don't need finance. Don't listen to Alini. You don't need finance, but you do need occult.
Do we have to say what we're going to choose before we start applying stuff?
You should probably let me know what you're doing.
I'm going to choose balance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing specialist.
Okay. Kelly's thinking it over.
Oh, everybody else went specialist. Fine, I'll join in.
Oh, shit. We're all going to die.
Yep.
Technically, you're all good vampires.
We're dead. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Does extortionist doesn't make you lose humanity, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Just to be clear, Kyle, you attack people like a mugger and drink their blood, but you don't kill them. Okay. I just wanted to be clear about that. Oh, and once again, when you guys are done spending your skill points, let me know, just so I know who's done and who's not.
Okay, differences between subterfuge, persuasion, and intimidation.
I'm sorry, differences between...
Subterfuge,
Okay.
intimidation, and persuasion.
Okay, persuasion is getting people to agree with you in a friendly way through words or perhaps logic.
Okay.
Intimidation is agree with me or let me do what I want or I will break your knees.
Okay.
And subterfuge is basically lying, deception.
And etiquette?
Etiquette is good manners,
Okay.
which it seems a little weird and archaic, but to vampires, etiquette is a big deal.
Yes.
And Kyle, do not take any points of etiquette because that would be wildly out of character. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kyle, for agreeing to be a newly created vampire. That's great. It will be.
Reading the description on occult, and I thought it said all the way to nudist scholars.
Yes,
Real
nudist
mages.
scholars. Yes, those are the best kind of scholars. The only thing is, never mind. I'm not going to make the joke. I was going to make a very inappropriate joke, kind of a gross joke, but I won't. Tone is very important in this game, so I need to set the tone.
We heard.
Do you guys want
agree.
the joke?
We do.
The problem with the nudist scholars is you have to wipe down the chairs in the library after they're done.
Oh no.
I
That is
told you.
gross.
I told you it was gross.
That
I
was
told you.
not
It
necessary.
was
I
gross.
cannot scrub my brain of that.
Yep, you guys did ask for it. I tried to warn you. You guys don't get. You guys can't ask me to punch you in the face and then complain that it hurts afterward.
Okay, I think I need this better.
All right. While you guys are choosing skills, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Go for me.
Vote for me? Is that what you said?
No, I said go for me.
What? Oh,
On the skills box, do any of you have the same problem I'm having where under physical, you have the description, but the boxes are on the far side, on the right-hand side of the display?
no. Is it too small? Can you make it bigger, like the size of your character sheet?
Oh, I actually tried that, and it is not phasing it one bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, just thought that was kind of weird.
And I'm scared to close it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
My D&D group would like you to keep the moaning to a minimum, please. Yeah, the other words.
I hope you guys are physical, because I am not.
I most definitely am not.
How are we doing, guys?
I think I'm done. I'm
You're-
hoping Andrew is going to get all the other stuff. I'm not sure what it means.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Are you guys all done with your skills?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Now we get to choose your vampire powers. You have 3 dots, 3 levels to spend on your vampire powers, in addition to any you got from your predator type. Kyle, I'm gonna since you guys are not super familiar. Sorry, hold on. All right. Since you're Kyle, you have 3 dots. Your abilities are celerity, which is super speed, potence, which is super strength, and presence, which is like supernatural presence. The ability to frighten people or make them awe and love you. Well, you have 3 points. Do you want all of your points in potence? Do you want to put all of your points in potence? I would suggest celerity is super speed.
Sounds fun.
Might I suggest, because you already have 1 in potence from your do you want potence 3 celerity 1, or do you want potence 2 celerity 2? You would just be really, really strong and have lots of potent abilities. Okay, all right. We're gonna have to choose your powers.
How do we look at our powers? I'm sorry.
It's under your clan description. I just happen to know them off the top of my head.
My clan description.
Yep.
Check my clan.
I'm going to move on, but I'm going to come back to you because there's a lot to do. It's 8:00. We have an hour and a half still to go. This might be a 2-part session 0, guys. Sorry. We have a lot to cover. Okay. Your abilities, Alini, are presence, celerity, which is super speed, and auspex, which is like heightened senses and the ability to see the unseen.
Aspects.
Well, you have
3 points.
3 points, guys. 3 points.
1 each, because I want it all. What does that mean? 1 point? I'm not sure what I'm applying points to. What is the difference?
What do you mean?
Is how many dice I'm going to roll, or is it a bonus?
Yeah, no. It's how many dice you roll, and also the powers, the abilities. So, I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. So you wanted 1 in each. That will give you presence 2. It'll give you celerity 1 and auspex 1.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's very nice.
I'm going to try this way. Since I'm not going, I don't know what to choose, so I'll choose it all. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
1
come
each.
back to this. Okay? So, Andrea,
Yo.
you have your 3 vampire abilities are blood sorcery, dominate, which is mind control, and auspex, which is supernatural senses.
Right.
Blood.
Since
Choose
I've already
blood.
got 1 in blood sorcery,
Yep,
I'm gonna do 1 in each.
1 in each. So blood sorcery 2, 1 in dominate,
Mm-hmm.
1 in auspex. All right, that's cool. I can dig it. And where's dominate? Dominate. Excellent. Okay. Now, Kelly. Malkavians. Malkavians have auspex, which is supernatural senses, dominate, which is mind control, and obfuscate, which is supernatural stealth. And if you're wondering where dementation, their signature ability went, it's actually been folded into the other abilities.
Makes sense. I think we'll be going with the way this character's kind of fleshing itself out. I'm going to say we're probably going to go with dominate.
Well, you have 3 points. You want all 3 points in dominate?
Oh, that's a good point there. All right. Let's go 2 points dominate, 1 point obfuscation.
Okay, 2 points in dominate. Cool. And so the 1 point in obfuscation. Where this kind of adds a little wrinkle to your background.
Okay, we can make that auspex instead then.
No. I don't mean obfuscate. I mean dominated too, because you can erase people's memory. But let's say that you made that enemy before you learned the ability to make people forget or rewrite their memories.
I'm pretty sure I completely fucked that whole situation up. I mean,
okay, all right,
straight from
sounds
the
great.
beginning.
Okay, now here's the deal, guys. How do we do this in Fantasy Grounds? I figured it out once, and then okay. Oh boy. Oh, powers. This I see. Okay. So is there a description? I'm gonna choose Dread first because he has potence 3. Is there a no, there is not. Oh, you sons of bitches. The most difficult thing, and it's not here where we need it. Because you guys have to choose, it's not enough to just choose your disciplines. You actually have to choose powers. Did we lose? Oh, that was the bot. You have to choose powers for those discs. So for each dot in a power, in a discipline, you get one power, which is basically a use for that discipline, and they're very specific. So we're going to have to go through this because it doesn't look like they're in Fantasy Grounds anywhere. Is there? Where are the? Hold on. Disciplines. No, let me lock this. Potence. Oh, that's the record to.
Quick question.
Yes.
On my dominate, it has it as a 5.
Is not correct. Oh, that should be 1, not 5.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
All right. Well, this is going to be a pain in the ass, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, let's
Okay,
do
we're
this.
all learning, so.
Yeah, well, it's not a learning thing. It's a Fantasy Grounds has let me down thing. Kyle, you get 3 potence powers. Yes. You have to choose 1 at each level. So you can buy more later. Actually, you wouldn't have to. Oh, you're looking at them. Okay. Can you share that? What you're looking at? Is that the wiki? Oh, but it doesn't have a wiki article.
The powers are listed under the vampire tab on the right side.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you
It's hard.
what. It doesn't tell you what's
Yeah,
what.
if you click on it, it brings up the thing.
If you click on it, it brings up the thing. Could you be a little more specific?
Yeah, sorry. If you click on the name of the power, it brings up the description.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it does. Okay.
And you can
blood
filter
sorcery,
by
but
discipline, right?
You
Yep.
can.
Which is what you want.
Yes. Okay. That makes it. Thank you, Andrea. Excellent job. All right. Which
That's
ones
what the
did you?
researcher is for.
Which ones did you want? You wanted brutal feed. Okay. You wanted brutal feed prowess. Okay, and lethal body. Oh, I could just click this. Awesome. Thank you, Andrea. You say you have no idea how much headache you saved me.
But okay.
Is there like eddies or what do you mean? The hero
Money?
points?
No, there's
No.
there's no hero. There's
You should give one to Andrea.
she can Andrea. I am giving you. This is gonna have to rely on your memory.
Oh, God.
However, at some point when you ask for it, I will give you 1 bonus willpower.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And what about celerity? You get 1 ability. Nice. All right. Your powers are done.
Put it in my unsorted notes.
Thank you very much. All right. So do you guys understand what you're doing and where you're looking?
Yes. Now I found the description. Now where do we actually drag that to or put it into the character sheet?
What do you want? Because you can just grab the ability and drag it onto your character sheet.
Okay.
Some of them I open and they are reading like level 5, level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alini, underwear it says discipline. If you set the level, it'll give the choices just for that level.
Ah, good to know.
What do I
Must
want
look
again?
at it.
I want levels.
choose-
What?
Presence level 2. Start with that. Presence level 2. And you get 2 abilities. One of them has to be a level 1 ability.
I know my level 1 ability, which is going to be awe.
Okay, grab it and drop it onto your character sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
And 1 is a level 2,
Yeah.
right?
Or you could take another level 1, but I would take the level 2. Andrea, yours is a little different, but okay. Taste for blood, scour secrets. Is scour secrets a sorcery or a
Sorcery,
ritual?
yeah.
They're both sorceries.
Yep. Our secrets is level 2. Taste for blood is level 1.
Okay. You also get 2 rituals.
I will have to definitely look through those. Any level restrictions on those?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, one level 1 and one level 2.
Correct.
Okay.
That's in a separate thing. Do you see the separate
Right.
one that says rituals?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, the music's over.
Interesting.
You still looking, Olini?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'll try this one. just because it's different than the other. I choose one level 1 and one level 2, right? For the presence. And that's it? Or do I choose the like celerity powers level 1 too?
Yeah, you have to choose one celerity power and one aspect power.
Okay.
I take one and the other. And the powers, Patrick. I also take one in aspects and one in dominate.
Correct.
One.
Just to double check, Patrick. Since Dominate, I had 2 points in. Am I choosing one from 1 and one from level 2?
Correct. Or
Okay.
you could choose. You can also choose 2 level 1s if there are 2 level 1s.
I understood.
Nominate.
Do, 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 do,
Phenomena.
do, 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 do.
Phenomena. Yes. Yes. And poor as hell. There'll be like 1% of the population will have all the money, and then the rest of us will be living on the street.
That's okay. We'll have AI.
Yep.
Yeah. There's something like some of the guys in my work use, which is Copilot, which is kind of simple, but yeah, basically right.
I've used an AI for scripts for what I do, but usually I have to go over them and correct them because they're usually not.
Yeah,
right.
they're still not perfect, but
Sure.
I think I'm done, Junji.
Excellent. We'll just hold tight there, Lainey, because we're waiting for other people. All right, James is done. Naomi is
Are
done.
done.
Victoria's done. And No Name is done. Excellent. Okay, now I'm gonna turn down the music bot just a little bit. Okay, good. Okay, now, in it now you have to choose your advantages and flaws, but before we start getting into that, because we're creating a coterie, which is a coterie is your adventuring party essentially. Since we're creating the party all together, including Jeremy, you also get some coterie advantages and coterie flaws. You have 5 points you have 1 point per person for your coterie advantages. I've already spent those on your behalf. You guys will have a patron who will offer you support and guidance. He's not going to solve all your problems. If you get yourself in a jam, he's going to be like, well, fucking fix it yourself. But he's a pretty powerful patron. Also, you guys as a coterie have a flaw, which is a 3 points in enemies as a coterie, because your patron's enemies are your enemies. However, those 3 points in enemies give you another advantage, which is your own domain. There's a small area of Hollywood that you guys basically control as vampires. It's your hunting ground. It's your place. You have to defend it. If somebody's fucking around on your territory, you guys have to fix that. But that is your place that your patron has given you. He said, okay, fine. You can have this area. And what it is it's Griffin College. So it's a college, and a couple square blocks around the college is your domain. That's your hunting ground. So what we're going to do is we are going to add those things on your background first. Or is it merits? Is it in merits? No. Okay. So under background, why don't you guys do this instead of me doing it? Under background, so on the traits tab of your character sheet, press the plus sign under background, and a pop-up window will come up. What I want you to put in that is patron, and then you can put in parentheses, open and close parentheses, Isaac Abrams.
On the type.
Okay, clicked in the right.
All right, good. No, and it's Isaac. ISAAC, not Itzhak.
Isaac. It's the original Polish spelling. What's the problem?
Yeah.
He doesn't spell it that way, and he would take umbrage if you did. Although maybe he would be more forgiving because you're
also a vampire.
No fish milks. No fish milks.
Do you have a fish?
Remember, he does not have a fish. Absolutely not. The character if he plays a fish milk. Okay, so under that, if you
stereotype.
you guys have it.
Offensive.
Okay, you know what? Okay. Now, is it not letting me? Why is it not letting? Okay, so under that line where it now says patron Isaac Abrams, there's a plus sign. Click that plus sign and select the trait that's called Mawla. Mawla. Yep. And that and in the it should appear underneath.
Yeah, mine appeared next to it.
That's fine. Is there a little box that says 0 in it?
Yes.
You
There
want
is
to
a
put
0.
You want to put 5 in there.
Nope.
Ooh.
Okay. What am I looking for again? Sorry, guys.
No. All right, Kelly. Next to where it says patron Isaac Abrams on your sheet, press the plus sign
Oh, gotcha.
at the end of that, and then select
Malwa.
Mal. Yep, and give that a rating of 5. I see Malwa 0 on your character sheet, Kelly.
Okay, to
excellent,
change it from 0 to
good.
5, you have to click on the little I next to it.
Yeah, he's got it. Okay, so then under patron, once again, press the plus sign next to Isaac Abrams and select enemies. And under the numeric thing for that will be 3.
I like the soundtrack. It's fun. Gets me in the mood. Yes. Let's drink some blood, guys.
Okay. Good. And I don't see it under here. Is it under merit? Nope. Okay, so under background, we'll do, I think, oh wait, no, I don't think it's under there, is it? Sorry guys, I'm looking for interesting. There doesn't seem to be a way to add a domain onto your character sheet. No, thank you, Dread, but I don't think you can do a numeric value if you do it that way. So, all right, so under Isaac Abrams again, click the plus sign again and select custom. We'll just do it as a custom one. And put domain, type domain, and then put 3 as the value. All right.
You said custom, and what was it?
3.
It'll have a blank line. Put in the blank line, put domain.
And how many points in that?
3. Okay, so those are your coterie flaws and merits. Now one other thing you can do is you have individual points for advantages, and for advantages you can, if you want to, donate some of those points into the coterie pool as well. Does anyone want to do that?
I want to see mine first, my options first.
Okay, you have seven points to put into merits. So yes,
Gotcha. So, and you were saying that the domain's number represents the coterie.
the domain's number represents the coterie, so that does not count towards the 7 advantage merits you have.
Correct. Sorry. Just going through my head trying to understand. If I donate to the coterie, I'm donating to the domain, basically.
No, if you donate to the coterie, you can buy other things for the coterie. Right now, the coterie has a patron. The coterie has a little domain of their own to hunt from but they also have to enforce, and they have enemies who will come after you. If you want something else for the coterie, there's all kinds of stuff you can buy for the coterie. You will have to donate points to it from your personal stash.
Okay, where can we see where the stuff that we can pay for and the stuff that we can spend coterie points on?
I'm afraid you cannot. You need the book, I think. I don't think there's a...
No, click on plus sign on merit and flaw. It brings up
Well,
the list.
yeah, but those are personal. Those are
Yeah.
personal. Those
Yeah,
are not
but wouldn't they still be the same just to be able to at least read the descriptions?
No.
Well, not for the coterie.
Right, hold on.
If I don't want anything, and I probably want everything.
You probably don't... You're not going to want nothing.
Yeah. So
Okay. Coterie... Where are the coterie?
we are anarchs.
You are anarchs, yes. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so what you have is for coterie stuff you can get. You basically have 2 options left. You have Lien, which is how well integrated you guys are to your domain. So for example, if you walk onto the college and ask for, I don't know, like information or something like that, they're going to go, do you teach here? Or do you go here? Are you a student? Who are you? And if you can't convince them, although you do have vampire powers to do this too, but if you can't convince against them, they're going to be like, get the hell out of here. We'll call the cops. What are you doing here? Lien allows you to become like a known presence to the people in your domain. And then Portillion, which is essentially how secure your domain is against intrusion or disruption from threats. Those are the essentially the two things left to spend your background points on.
How much are those?
For the coterie. They have varying
Levels
strengths.
of it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Just like, sorry.
For Lien, each dot adds 1 die to your pool on attempts to interact peacefully with the people in your domain, essentially. Each dot of Portillion subtracts 1 die from a foe's pool when they attempt to fuck with you, basically, without your knowledge. So
Okay.
if there's a bunch of vampire hunters with a surveillance van, if you have levels in Portillion, I reduce their surveillance attempts by that number of dice. So it basically gives your enemies a debuff.
Okay. Okay. RP wise, I haven't looked at my possible merits yet, but I want to donate 1 point in Lien because I want the people around our domain to know who I am.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I'm going to donate more, but I'll donate 1 before I look at this stuff because after I might not. So
Why don't you look at the stuff, and then if you have anything left over, you can donate it. How's that?
I'll donate 1.
So go ahead and look at your merits, guys. Those are your advantages. Remember, some of these merits it'll say, like merit thin blood. You are not thin bloods, so you cannot take that merit. Right?
And the value is the cost. I have 7, so
Correct.
Okay.
Although in your case, if you want to bump up your looks, it would cost you 2 because you already have beautiful, which is 2.
Okay.
And how do we figure out what the costs are? Because some of them have values. Is the number of dots there, or
Yeah, where it says value and there's a dot, that's how
Okay.
much it costs. So if the value is 1 dot, then it costs 1 dot, and you have 7 dots.
What is the clan of our patron?
I'm sorry, what?
What is the clan of our patron?
Toreador.
Okay, so he's my daddy.
He's not your daddy. No,
Okay.
he's actually a studio executive
Why he's not my daddy?
because you're too low generation.
Oh,
He would be your what are you 13th generation? He would be like your
uncle.
great granddad or something thereabouts. Things to consider are a haven, which is a place to live. It's a good thing to have. I don't know that any of you guys need a herd, although if you got a herd, then we would change it to suit your hunting style. You can have retainers, and resources is another good one, which is how much money you have. You can also have allies, contacts, which is people providing information. Well, that would be Portillion. It wouldn't necessarily be Watchmen, but it would the effect would be essentially the same. Wow. Okay, Kyle, that's awesome. I really like your the one choice. I think is especially great. It's the one that costs less points. Are you done, Kyle? Okay, for the time being, we'll just stick a pin in it. So you want to donate 1 to the coterie. You don't have a haven.
that's what I was trying to find out. How do you add a haven?
I think it's under background. You have to select background and select haven. Kyle, you might want to drop the 5 dot merit and add a haven. Otherwise, where the heck do you sleep when the sun comes up? Is it under background? Oh, Andrea's adding all the lines to her background.
Okay, so those 4 dots actually. Oh, didn't realize that. Okay, Luck of the Devil's a real expensive one.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so let me read Haven. Where is Haven here? Okay. So havens, for each dot you get different things. So you can also get flaws for your havens too. All right. So here are your choices for haven upgrades. You don't have to put all of those points in your haven, but Warding. Your haven, this wouldn't make any sense for you whatsoever, Kyle, so I'm going to say no to this. But for others, your haven possesses some kind of magical ward barring supernatural forces. You may not be able to deactivate it, but it allows you to pass. Surgery. Your haven has one room equipped as a field surgery or better. Add 2 dice to relevant dice pools, generally medicine, for tests performed in your haven. Security system. Your haven has a better than average security system. For each dot of this merit, add 1 die to your dice pool to resist or alert you to unauthorized entry. Postern. Your haven has a rear exit, secret tunnel, grating in the cellar leading into the sewers, or other unobtrusive way out. Each dot of this merit adds 1 die to your dice pool to evade or escape. Luxury. High definition flat screens, designer furniture, objects to art, or other expensive details give you a 2 dice bonus to social tests dealing with mortal guests in your haven. Location. Your haven nestles in one of the fashionable or otherwise exclusive areas of the city. Add 2 dice to bonuses to the relevant dice from either security or your base haven rating. Library. Your haven has a dedicated library on the occult, canine legends, that's vampire legends, city history, vampire lore, or the like. Each dot of this merit adds 1 to the dice pool for research roles, to academics, investigation, or occults. A laboratory. Laboratory adds bonuses to science or technology, or to alchemy if you do alchemy, but none of you guys do alchemy. It's not the same as ritual. Watchman. You either have private security or criminal thugs guarding your haven. Cell. Your haven has a dedicated... Oh, you found cell, it looks like.
I found some.
Your haven has a dedicated locked place to store 2 prisoners.
It's gorgeous, ain't it?
Hidden armory. Each dot of this merit adds a stand of arms to your haven supply. 1 pistol and 1 long firearm with ammunition. Those are the haven merits. Okay, so having no dots. All right, so I think I made a mistake here, Kyle. If you have no dots, you have a haven. It's just it doesn't have any bells and whistles. So you can add that other if you want that other merit, you can feel free to add it back.
I don't remember how many points did we say we had?
7.
7.
7. Yep.
And that's to go to merits and so forth.
7 points for merits, yes, or your haven, another advantage.
Each of one of us have to have a haven.
You have a haven.
We have a haven, so
You
we're
have a
going
haven.
to. We're just
If you-
improving
if
it.
you- If you, yeah, you're just improving it. So if you don't put any dots in it, then it just doesn't have any upgrades.
Yeah,
We
I
all
added
live
a
together.
cell to it, and I picked up some Watchmen.
Okay.
Now that I understand what's going on.
Nice. I like that, Kelly.
Check the trunk.
No, the other one.
Oh, yeah.
City Secrets.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool looking one. That might give you some fun. It seemed to fit with what I'm trying to do with this character, I think. Oh, shit. Okay, can't afford that one.
Yes.
Yet. Oh, good. It's still there.
You start off knowing 2 languages. One of them is
know.
English and whatever you like. You live in LA, so if you're from here, Spanish would make sense.
And then there we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, it should be 2, 5, 6, 7. There we go.
All right, you're good. So you know 3 languages, Andrea.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
English, French, and German.
Okay.
I should probably put them on the bottom of the list.
You have 2 more points left, Kelly.
Gotcha. I was thinking of... Okay. From listening to everything, it sounds like if I want to add the Haven, I basically just buy things from merits, and that automatically links it to the Haven.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I was debating if it would be useful to throw the last few points into coterie.
It's up to you.
Did you see what mine were, Patrick?
Yes, I do.
Figure out how to what I wanted. Here we go.
Yeah.
What is your business establishment, Andrea?
Bookstore.
A bookstore. Okay, cool.
And I'll even go one step further and say a cult store.
Cool.
My biggest market is the pipe-shaped incense burners.
Kyle, don't take warding because it doesn't make sense for you to have it.
By the way, I'm going to assume that we can turn the into warnings to allow our team members to pass through it.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. That actually fits in with the campaign perfectly. You've only spent 5. You have 2 more. You have 1 left, Andrea.
How do you figure?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Did you count the one for
Oh,
linguistics?
and linguistics 7. You're right. You're right. Thank you.
Gotta keep you honest. And you can actually add more
Um,
dots to that, but for whatever reason, it doesn't put one on.
Yeah.
Alini,
Yeah.
you have a thin blood merit going on.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's hard to choose.
You can do. You don't need a merit for that. You can do that normally. We'll talk about it when we get into game mechanics.
Okay. I want to be more beautiful, Janji.
Okay.
Can you improve my beautiful to 3, please?
No, I can improve it to 4.
To 4? No. Okay.
That's looks is at 2 or 4.
Oh. Okay.
It's not. There's no 3 button 3.1.
Mhm.
It is stunning. So you want me to do this?
Oh, change. Okay. Yes, please.
Yes. All right. So I'll just get rid of this and then I'll add.
Let's. Yeah. Great.
You could be a movie star or a model.
Yeah.
All right. You've spent 3. You have 4 left.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes.
Would it be possible with your help to put a second dot into cobbler? Because I can't seem to do it from my end.
You can. It's a 1 dot. It's a 1 dot merit.
But, here's the thing. It says takes 3 days per dot.
Sure.
So
Oh, now I think I understand. If I want to make a really 2-dotter, it takes me 6 days. A 1-dotter, it takes me 3 days. Okay.
Right.
yeah.
Now I understand. It just takes longer for the number of dots you're trying to build. Okay. I actually thought the dots represented the limit of what you were able to build total.
Yeah, that's actually the way that I read it first too. You're not alone in that.
That's awesome, Alini.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. She's good, and the rest of you are not. You got one more to spend there. Buddy.
Yeah, I thought I was doing right with it. Now I have to find something for it.
You can donate it to the coterie if you'd like.
I have 2 more dots, right? 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5.
6,
You
7.
have 2 more.
2.
By the way, I also do have in my haven a library and a laboratory.
Interesting.
Yep.
I don't know
Go to
that
the
you're.
nerd's house.
Hold on. Let me check something. You have no technology skill. You have an investigation skill. That's great.
And I have science.
Oh, you do have science. Okay, excellent. Excellent. All right, you are well prepared.
Yeah, basically, if you're looking at the skills page, if you go from right to left, you'll notice a distinct curve of going downhill.
You have 2 points
Yeah, I
left.
also accept. I was thinking about going Bloodhound for 1, but I'm not sure. And the other, I would donate to the coterie. Reasonable awareness. But those skills are not my best ones.
Oh,
but
resources, guys.
resources?
Yeah,
What are resources?
resources. You might want to reconsider changing some of yours, Andrea, because you have all this great stuff and literally you are dirt poor.
How do we become richer?
What?
You
A
take
question. Where the hell are resources? Because I don't see
Yeah,
them.
I don't know what to do with.
Resources. Hold on.
Is luxury?
Hold on. No. It's under background. So you have to add a background. You have like 12 empty backgrounds on your sheet, Andrea. And name it resources. You can just name it resources when it comes up. Okay, and then oh yeah, there you go. You got it, Kyle. You got it. How many points of resources? Let me describe what resources are. 0 dots of resources means you are basically have pocket change. 1 dot is portfolio proletariat. You live paycheck to paycheck. Apartment, car. You have an apartment, a car, and camping equipment. 2 dots is middle class. You have a nice apartment or small house, several cars, high-end equipment. 3 dots, you are rich.
I want to be rich.
4 dots is wealthy, and 5 dots is ultra rich. Okay, excellent.
Okay, now does this mean we have to take away from the merits, or
That's 100% correct. Yes.
okay?
What
Also, I found where the actual haven thing is too under background.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You already have it there, so you're good.
Genji, I did
That's-
not see. Sorry.
Because that takes dots too.
Yeah, we established that already. But the dots are for upgrades. Did you miss that whole conversation?
No. I'm saying on Haven under
Yes, on
backgrounds.
Haven, if you don't have any dots in it, that just means you have a place to live. The dots are upgrades for your Haven. We had a long discussion about that already, Andrew.
I was not listening either because I was looking
Okay.
at the other stuff. I do not have a place to live, but I want fame, Genji.
Well, you do have a place to live.
Our coiterie, right?
No.
Or our place, our
No,
haven.
you have a haven. You have like an
Yeah.
apartment or something.
That
if
we
you
share.
No, not that you. Actually, you don't. How many points are you putting in resources?
That's what I was going to ask because I want to put in fame,
Okay.
and I'm not sure how that works. Okay.
Well,
I'm going to take out
Oh.
one of the meritus that I have,
Okay.
and I'm going to put one in resources, so I have a place to live and not in the streets. And I'm going to put 2 in fame.
Okay. So you have a tiny apartment and you live paycheck to paycheck, but you're
Yes.
famous. How does that
Yeah,
work?
YouTube pay. The
That's perhaps
my
the word.
videos. Yeah, some
All right.
circles. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you need to put
Yeah.
you need to put the points in resources, Lainey.
Yeah, it's not opening. I think it's already open probably.
Well, here I can do it for you. How many points in resources are you putting? Just one?
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not getting resources to open up for me.
Resources 1 point. Hold on. What?
Interesting.
No, I want that. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, yours is being dumb. There we go.
Okay, I don't feel so
Okay,
bad.
I got it.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, now I have a question. If we have the
Yes.
business establishment which gives us money, would we still need the resources?
Yes. Yes. So basically you have a middle class lifestyle because of your business establishment.
Right. So basically what I'm saying is we would be getting charged twice if we put the dots
That's
in both.
what I
business-
just said. That's yes. You have a
Okay.
middle class lifestyle because of your business establishment.
Okay. Well, then I don't need to put the resources
Correct.
on the thing then. Okay,
Correct.
gotcha. Okay, I can remove that off. I speak English, I swear.
Okay, good.
This is
good,
why
good, good,
Andrea
good,
needs
good.
to take her medication earlier in the day.
Did everybody has everybody spent all of your merits?
I think I'm still sitting on 1 merit to spend here.
5, 6. I mean, go up to 2 resources then?
I think that.
Oh, you have 2 resources because you have one from being an extortionist and one from your resource.
Oh,
Amazing. Okay.
so I got 2 resources based off that.
Yep. Yes, you do have one more point. You can put it into the coterie pool or you can spend it on.
Gotcha on that. I was looking for something that would read towards. The fact that I'm a cobbler. It looks like that means I'm developing the equivalent of what they're calling masks, which sounds like identifications, everything, variations of identification.
Identities, right.
Yeah, so I need. It sounds like I need to have the equipment to do that.
I'm going to say you have it's assumed that if you have the cobbler merit, then you have the equipment to do it.
Okay, understood.
I don't think it makes sense to charge twice to Andrews.
With you on that.
How many points are you putting into fame, Alini?
2.
Because you haven't actually put any points in fame.
I did. I can see my character sheet.
Interesting.
I'm
It
an
doesn't-
influencer.
It shows fame 0 to me.
It shows 2.
Oops. Oh, I see. Oh,
Now I
Hold
see
on.
0 and okay.
yeah, good. There you go. Yeah, it still says fame 0 when I collapse it, but when I open it, it says fame 2. That's weird. Maybe it'll update at some point. It also says
I see what you mean.
It also says you have this Fantasy Grounds I notice is buggy in some places. All right, so I think Andrea, you're done, right? Andrea?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Who is done and who's still working? James,
Done.
you're done, and you have 1 point left to spend, right?
It
Kelly?
looks like it, yeah. All right, just looking through things real quick. Try to move as fast as I can. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Nope, that's not how you do science tests. Don't worry about that. Andrea,
No, I'm just.
we'll
Click the wrong thing.
we'll probably get to mechanics next week. Now, for those of you who are done, you need 2 dots worth of flaws. Hopefully, it won't take you too long to take 2 dots.
Sebastian, why do you have to walk in front of the screen right when I'm trying to look at stuff?
Meow.
What you have to decide what that is.
Police.
Okay. I mean, that
This
works.
one's definitely gonna make sense.
Okay.
Okay, there. Oh crap, this is expensive as hell. Never mind. Sorry, didn't see the price tag on that. Fuck.
Patrick, make your life really hard.
I'm sorry,
Well,
what?
this for the character, and then take illiterate.
No, I would overrule you.
No way to edit that.
No way to edit what?
The supernatural tale.
We could just put it under notes.
Oops, I don't have the caps lock up.
Okay, I'm spent.
You've spent all your points.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Now, awesome. Now you need to take 2 points in flaws. Enemies do count as flaws, by the way, but just remember, you guys already have tons of enemies anyway. You guys started with a bunch of enemies, so.
We don't need any further enemies.
Okay.
Mm.
I think I will know what I want to do. I think I know a reason why I have low resources, but even though I do have a little more fame, I have debts.
Also known as the Nicolas Cage syndrome.
I think I want both of them. Can I have? I would like to take twice the depths, prestation depths. Can I? I see there's like a chart in the end talking about minor and major wounds.
You want to take 2 dots in debts?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it will let you.
I just saw the end of the description in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
There's like minor boons, major boons, creditor, debtor.
Okay, how can we change this? Can you take it twice? Oh, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Good, 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 good. Kelly, flaws? How you doing?
Yeah, looking through them right now. Still.
Okay. It is 9:30. We have not yet completed character creation. There's still more to go. So we are going to end here, and well, we're almost done. Almost done with character creation, but we're not quite done. So next week we'll pick it up and we'll finish character creation, and then we'll get into talking about your character and how they fit into the campaign. Then we'll get into mechanics. There's I mean, the mechanics aren't that long, but there's some fiddly details we have to go over too.
Okay. So just so that we start thinking about it, the whole campaign is going to be like a murder mystery, kinda, or no?
Well, so you know how I framed it, and you have a Malwa who is Isaac Abrams. Isaac
Yes.
Abrams is the Baron of Hollywood. He is, which means he's an anarch big shot who controls all of Hollywood. LA and indeed Southern California is divided up into baronies, where different anarch elders control different parts of Southern California. You guys live in Hollywood, which is Isaac Abrams' barony. The reason that he gave you your own little domain, your own little hunting ground, will occasionally help you out if you need help or give you advice. It depends what you ask for. He's not going to go crazy. But is in return, he will occasionally ask you to investigate things. You are his little team of investigators. You are not a SWAT team. You're not commandos. So he doesn't expect you, if you find like a cult of Sabbat or, something like that, something really, really deadly and dangerous and nasty, he doesn't expect you to take care of it once you've discovered it. He would expect you to report back to him, and then he'll send the heavy hitters in to take care of the problem. However, within reason, he does expect you to take care of problems. For example, if there were, a serial killer making the news in Hollywood, someone running around and killing people, and it's obvious to anyone who knows anything that it's a vampire committing these killings. So for example, let's say it's the bodies are always found completely drained of blood. First, he would say, investigate it, find out if this is a vampire doing this. And if it is a vampire, if it's not a vampire, report it to the police and give them as much, or just kill the mortal, because they're causing a problem. If it is a vampire, they're breaking Masquerade, so kill the vampire. And he would expect you guys to be able to handle one vampire. Now, if it's a particularly powerful vampire, he would expect you to run away from the situation and go back to him and say, hey, it's a vampire, but he's really, really powerful, so we can't deal with it. But if it's one vampire, around your level, or maybe a little more powerful, slightly more powerful, he would expect you to deal with it yourselves. Make sense?
It
Totally.
does.
Good dude.
Got my flaw.
So I think
Awesome.
my true
That's
crime
a
influencer
cative,
kind of.
that's a cative flaw, Kelly. You're not a cative.
Oh, didn't realize it was specified.
Yeah.
Specialized. My apologies.
If you
Okay.
open it up and look, it says floccative right under the title.
So
Yeah, it's
basically,
not
right now
easy to
we're
see.
It says floccative. Okay, sorry. Damn it. It was so interesting.
Yeah.
basically right now we're basically the mall cops of the area.
I
Cool,
mean,
like that.
if that's how you want to think about it, sure.
Does this mean we get those little two-wheeled things that we get to ride around on?
Yeah, and I was thinking the idea of a digital influencer that talks about true crime, doing makeup and stuff, but would help to disseminate even though if it is a vampire, to disseminate like the masquerade, keep it down. Yeah, I'll think more about it. One question about I was reading about one of the I think either flaws or merits, but about keeping down the tattoos, like my dead body whenever I
Uh-huh.
sleep. What does that mean? Does that mean that I
Okay,
regenerate,
so
or if I okay
so if you had tattoos before you were a
before?
vampire, you
Okay.
still have tattoos now. You are
Okay.
so basically, as vampires, you guys are basically frozen in time at the time you were embraced. Embraced is there's a whole nomenclature that goes along with being a vampire in this game. In fact, vampires don't call themselves vampires.
They're
That's the first thing
kindred.
you have to learn. They call each other kindred. You're kindred. And when you were embraced, which is creating a vampire, you essentially are frozen in time at that point. Vampires don't change. If you want a shorter hairstyle, you have to cut your hair every day when you wake up, or every evening, I should say, after you wake up. You have to cut your hair. If you are in a fire, God forbid, or Cain forbid, maybe is the correct term. Lilith forbid. This all goes into the lore. This is all stuff we were going to discuss next week. But let's say you get all your hair burned off, and then you go back to your haven and settle in for the day and sleep through the day. When you wake up the next morning, all your hair will be back. If you shave your head and then go to sleep, when you wake up, all your hair will be back the way it was when you went to sleep. You're essentially frozen in time at that point. So if you
So let's
had,
hope you're not having a bad hair day.
if you had, or you just like got a perm or that you don't like, or a haircut you don't like, if you had tattoos before you were embraced, you will still have tattoos. If you try to get a tattoo as a vampire,
It
it'll
resets.
it'll reset. Your body will spit out the ink, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. I had them before.
Now, there are ways. Yes, there are ways. There is a magic spell. So you have to go to a blood sorcerer who knows how to do this. And they can basically, you go get a tattoo, and then you go to the blood sorcerer, like a normal tattoo. And then you go to the blood sorcerer and they burn it into you. And it's extremely painful and it requires magic.
Sounds super fun.
Yeah.
I had them before.
Also, we're going to, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a prelude episode before the start of the episode.
Like how we met each other?
It's no. Well, ish. It's ish. It's how No Name or Nameless, Victoria and Naomi met James, because James, remember, is going to start as a new vampire. Yes. So at the start of the first session, we actually start playing. You guys won't even know James exists.
Question about your token dread. So you're owed.
We
And
also
wait
have
to see who turned you.
Yeah, well, that's for just
Yeah.
discussing next week. I
We
might
also
talk.
had what? Sorry.
I might talk to you about that separately, Dread. Like, do your character background stuff separately from everybody else. Where I really need to stick a tab on that page as I keep opening it and then losing it. Okay, so next week, are you still looking, Kelly?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's you don't have to apologize. I want you to keep looking.
It's like I keep going. Oh, that's cool. And then, oh, it's Cative. Or it's
Yeah.
Well,
it's
I'll tell you what. I'll let you take some stuff that's not specifically for you, but not thin blood stuff. It has to make sense.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff that says thin blood. I'm like, oh, can't touch that.
No, the thin blood stuff, no. That's specific to them. But if you want to take a Cative one, I'll let you do it.
Could I do walking woman? Could I?
So next week, assuming that Kelly can finish before we all have to go to bed tonight.
There you go, walking woman.
Okay. All right. Good.
Use me and abuse me.
Well, so I'm going to tie this to your clan specific. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, right?
Oh baby, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it'll be fun. It'll be fun too. All right, so for next week, guys, the next thing we have to do is choose 1 to 3 convictions. Convictions, let me just read the section here so we don't get this. Okay. Convictions are human values that your character attempts to uphold even after death. In other words, as a vampire. It's up to you what they are. There's some examples here, but it's basically your code of honor. If you break these, then you lose humanity. Okay. You also need to choose some beliefs. You can lose your convictions too, but if you lose all your convictions, then I take your character away. Your character is basically a monster at that point. And you need touchstones. You have as many touchstones as you have convictions. Touchstones are humans who represent for you what you used to value in life. They can be family members or just people you know in the neighborhood that you really like and value. And they will become NPCs that I will endanger maliciously as the storyteller. And
Okay, which means they have to be alive. Okay.
You have to protect them. Yes.
They already
My
died.
job as the storyteller. I'm not gonna fuck around with this. My job as a storyteller, and I'm gonna be fair about this. I'm not gonna. The acts of God are not going to happen to these people. But my job as a storyteller is to endanger them whenever possible. So you have to protect these people.
Unless they die for old age, right?
Right, but then I'll make you replace them with someone else.
Okay.
You can't weasel your way out of this.
Yeah, I figured they could grow out of that position. You just replace them immediately with something else.
Exactly. So think about like up to 1 or 3 values that you attempt to uphold. Okay, so here's some examples that they give in the book. Thou shalt not kill. I think I can think of at least 2 characters who are not going to take that one. Kill only the unworthy, unbelievers, or kill only in fair combat, or kill only in self-defense. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Disobedience is dishonor. As anarchs, that's probably not particularly appropriate. Protect the innocent from harm. That's a one that's nice. Courage is the highest virtue, which means if you act like a coward, that's a stain. Always keep your sworn word. The truth is sacred, thou shalt not lie. I don't think that one's going to fly either. And then some beliefs. Slavery is evil. Obey now that one's really sticky for vampires because there is a thing in this called blood bonding.
Yes.
If
weird.
a mortal or a vampire drinks the blood of another vampire 3 times, then they become 3 times within a month, I should say. Then they become blood bonded to that vampire. It's basically like being in love, and you kind of lose some of your free will. You basically have to obey that vampire. So it's essentially slavery. So if you think slavery is wrong, then I would assume your character thinks blood bonds are wrong too. Obey authority. You guys are anarchs again. That's if you thought that, you wouldn't be anarchs. My country, right or wrong? That's a weird one. None may control me. Looking at you, Bruja. Never do drugs, and vampires can do drugs, by the way. What you have to do drugs is if you want to get high on cocaine, you don't sniff cocaine. What you do is you drink the blood of someone who is high on cocaine, and then you will become high. Thou shalt not torture. The guilty must be punished. From each according to their abilities, to each according to their needs. Where have I heard that before? Rob from the rich, give to the poor. Reject wealth, for it corrupts.
Nope.
Never act against another and then insert a group. So never act against your coterie, never act against your clan, never act against Christians if you're into that sort of thing. Always aid women in need, sure. Stand up for the disenfranchised, respect, and then insert a religion as sacred and obey its moral laws. As a vampire, that's a little tough to do. But vampires do have religions too. Although again, as anarchs, I don't really expect you guys to be vampire religious. But we can get into all that stuff as we play. So think about your code of honor and also think about who you want your touchstones to be. Again, they don't have to be, they could be family members or maybe they're not family members.
Right.
You also have to come up with an ambition and you should come up with desires, but the ambition, I'm not going to make you guys do before we start. We can start playing and then you can fill in those gaps after. Because I assume it's going to take the way role-playing games usually take, and I think Vampire is a more extreme one of these. A lot of times when you create a character, you don't really know who the character is until you start playing them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So some of the stuff I'm willing to wait until afterward. But because of the nature of touchstones and your convictions, we need to have those before we start playing. So start thinking about those ones. Okay. And Dred, are you working your second job coming up? Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll grab you tomorrow night and we can talk through some stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. What did you choose for mine? I was actually going to talk to you about that.
Is it a bet? Is it a bet? It
Put
is.
it, put it in the RPG images. No, that's ridiculous. That's
Please skip
ridiculous.
it. Yes.
No, I'll send you an image you can use.
It's so cute.
It is.
So cuteness. It must dominate.
It is a cute little bat. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, I'm going to save this. It is so
All right,
cute.
guys. I think we should break for tonight.
You have to sleep.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Janji. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Good day.
Bye-bye.
guys.
Good day. Yeah, awesome.